All right, welcome to Module 3. In this module, our expert will teach you how to create and run banner ads. So get ready to take some notes and let's jump right in.
All right, so our first stop when creating a banner ad is going to be Bannersnack. Bannersnack is an awesome cloud-based software where you can create multiple banners in different sizes and dimensions all at once. After clicking Create New, it's going to give us two options, Make a Design or Generate Set. We're going to choose Generate Set. That way we can crank out a whole bunch of different sizes and dimensions without having to individually create each one from scratch. Now, Animated is very cool. You can use HTML5 technology to have elements on your ads move around while you're creating them. The whole creation process is mostly the same with the exception of adding animations. For example, you want this picture to swoop in from the left and the text to come up from the bottom, that sort of thing. It's very self-explanatory. We're going to stick with static since most banner ads do tend to be static. And we'll choose Start with Static, and we will pick the different sizes that we want for our banner ad campaign. So let's go with medium rectangle, large rectangle, square, and portrait. And let's throw in wide skyscraper too, just so we can see how it turns out. We'll go to next. And we could start with one of these templates, which are actually pretty cool, but let's actually build this one from scratch, just to give you a better, more thorough experience with the whole design process. So the first thing we're going to need is sort of a core image. Now I've got an image here. I'm going to come over to New Layer and add. Actually, we'll come up here to My Uploads and we'll grab the image from here. And this is just an image of a gal who clearly has some weight loss elements in there. So you got the apple for healthy eating, you got the measuring tape for weight loss, all that good stuff. So this is a good general, generic weight loss image that we can use for our banner ad. And as you can see, it's already put in the ads for us. All we have to do is individually move her around just a little bit. So in the, we'll continue to the next step there. Let's see. Let's generally say that we want her on the bottom edge of each ad, so we have to move her around less. And we'll go ahead and apply and continue. We could theoretically move forward from here, but let's go ahead and offset her a little bit. So for this one, let's move her over here, and let's increase the size a little bit. So crop and zoom and all that good stuff. And come back over here. We'll do the same thing here. A little bit bigger, off to the left a little bit. Same thing here, a little bit bigger. It's a little bit too big, actually, for that size. There we go. And for these ones here, I think these are actually pretty good. We could make her fill up a little bit more of the space if we wanted to, but I think it looks okay as it is. Now the next element is going to be text, right? So we'll come over here, New Layer, and we'll put a headline here. And you know what? We'll just say something kind of generic like time to lose some weight. We will apply and customize. And what we'll do is we'll make this, let's say, red. Okay, everything else looks okay. So now let's get into individually adjusting the position inside of each ad. That works for me. We'll come out of here. Same thing over here. Same thing here. And same thing there. And finally, it's a good idea to add a call to action of some sort. So we'll just have a button, and we'll make it, let's say, bright blue, and we'll write, let's say, click here, pretty standard call to action. Continue to the next step, and we'll put it at the bottom of each ad. And we will apply and customize. If we wanted to, we could go through here and sort of move it off into a better position for each ad, which might be a good idea for some of them. Not really necessary for all of them because it doesn't look too bad. It contrasts with the background enough that that actually looks just fine. So I think we're good here. So let's go ahead and save all. We'll call it Wait 1. Okay. Hit save. And then we can come here when we're back at the dashboard. Click download. And since we didn't really do the animated thing, these ones don't really apply to us. We'll just go with JPEG. We'll download those, and now we can move them into our Google display ad that we're going to create inside of Google Ads. So let's go ahead and click New. And we'll click on New Campaign. And this time, let's say we want to go for just website traffic. Okay, get people to a diet or fitness-related landing page. And this time, instead of choosing search, we're going to go with display, because we have a banner ad, right? 3 options to choose from. We can do display ads that actually show inside of people's Gmail accounts. We have smart display campaigns, which take a whole bunch of dynamic variables into account. And then we just have the standard one. We'll do standard for now. And this time we'll use the same URL as last time. I'll just paste that here and continue. And we've kind of already been through this process in the previous module. Same basic thing, right? You can target pretty much anywhere in the world. We'll go with just the United States for this one. Target any languages. Focus on anything. In our case, we want to focus on conversions, which is always a good idea. Automatically maximize conversions versus manually setting your bids, which if you are more familiar with Google Ads and you understand the math and the concepts behind it, you're a little bit more advanced, certainly do it manually. Also, if you understand the math of your sales funnel, okay, let's say it's not a new sales funnel. You've got a whole bunch of data existing on this sales funnel. You understand the initial order value, the average cart value of everybody who comes through. And so you understand how much you can afford to spend per conversion and so on. You could certainly adjust that, but we'll just stick with automatically maximize conversions and let Google do the heavy lifting math-wise. And let's see, our budget, daily budget. I'll reiterate like I did in the previous module. This does not mean a cap on what you'll spend every day. Rather, it means that this will be the average you have spent over the course of a month. So take this number and multiply it by 30, and that's basically what you're telling Google you can spend over the next 30 days. Okay, but the actual daily amount might fluctuate up or down from this number. Now, down here in the ad group portion, what we can try and do is search for people who are interested in losing weight. And remember, this is not like the search ad that we did in the previous module. We're not targeting specific keywords. So we're actually, instead of waiting for people to come to us looking for what we have to offer, the whole context has changed with the display ad here. Now we're going out and finding people based on maybe past indications to Google of their interests and bringing them to us, letting them know that we're here. So we have to actively go in here and figure out who it is exactly who we are targeting. So we could come over here to, let's say, sports and fitness, for example. Could be useful to target people in the food and dining realm. Let's go with sports and fitness and see what kind of subgroups. Okay, so we've got the health and fitness buffs sports group here. Okay, which gives us a pretty significant and sizable potential, range of impressions in the United States. Go ahead and come down here now to demographics. Just like with the Facebook ad, if we had existing customer research or audience research about our target market. Let's say we wanted to focus primarily on females with this one, since we have a female in the ad, for example. We want to rule out these age groups because our customer research tells us that these are the ones that are a little bit more hot when it comes to interest in diet and fitness. And parental status and household income don't really matter, so we could leave that the way it is there. And we could also use this feature here where Google will actually, based on what you said above, it will actually expand your reach by trying to find audiences that are similar to the targeting settings that you set above, which may or may not be worth it. Next is the actual ad itself. We're going to upload some display ads. Actually, the first thing we should do is grab them and bring them out of the zip file that we downloaded from Bannersnack. Get that out of the way. Upload display ads, and we'll go to choose files to upload. And let's go ahead and find we go. There's our folder. And let's grab all of these. Open. All right. There's our 5 ads. And again, we have that warning about the secure version of the URL. Okay, so we've got that. And there we go. We've got 5 different banner ads in different dimensions. So these will be able to go into different a variety of spots on websites that utilize Google's display network. And we'll be able to get this in front of some people who are interested in losing some weight. We'll go ahead and click Create Campaign. And that'll bring us to the summary page, just like last time. We can review all the different parameters of our ads. And now we can go to Continue Campaign and monitor the results as they start to come in.